next day, Sunday afternoon, I started from I plan as per plan. I start from there.
Okay.
And from Hampi, I thought to go to Jog Falls.
Okay.
Seriously, Jog Falls is amazing one. But the problem is I carried my laptop without any proper protection. It was raining like hell. I don't have any shelter to take a halt also. And bends and turns is like awesome. And when I reached there, it was around I don't know exact timing. I don't know. I guess 12 o'clock, but it's not. Seems to be like 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock in the morning. It means afternoon. It was like 6 a.m.
Wow.
Full of covered with fog. First I thought, where is the falls? I don't see any falls. Sound alone it's scary. Then it's like that fog just moved away, and I just saw that falls also. I can show you the full picture. This
Okay.
the same moment.
Wow, that's amazing.
This is the moment I just picked to the cat. And I spent around 2 hours there. Just like that it went from there. And then I start from Hampi to... actually I planned to stay in Jog Falls. But before reaching Jog Falls, the previous night, as I said, it's rained like anything. So I thought to take... I thought to stay near Sri something near Surba. Near Surba, I took a lodge. It was a low rated lodge only, but it's okay, fine to stay for one night. So I just stayed there, and next day I went to Jog Falls morning. After that, from Jog Falls to Murdeshwar is just 80 kilometers. So from there I just took by the night I reached Murdeshwar. There also it rained like anything. When I reached there, it was around 7 o'clock. So I just took two to three snaps, but the snaps were it's not good actually because of the rain and the low lightings. And so I thought, okay, fine, we can. Actually, I reached by 4 o'clock itself, 4:30. Sorry, I said previously I said 7 o'clock because I reached by 4:30 itself. But I was waiting for the rain to get over.
Okay.
3 hours I waited, but still it was raining like anything. So I thought, like, okay, fine, whatever it is, we'll go there and we'll take photographs.
So you thought of taking photographs in rain?
Yeah, I thought of it. But first it was like just 10 minutes, it was like light drizzling. When I went there, it started to rain like anything. Opposite to the one restaurant is there, from there I took snaps. From then next day morning I just took 2 to 3 snaps. I didn't go into the temple because being an atheist I don't believe in that. But it was a good architecture that it's like amazing things to view. It's in the seashore. That temple is there. It's a big Shiva, Lord Shiva. So from there, I plan to go to Gokarna.
Okay.
Gokarna, again, it's 70 kilometers from Murdeshwar. Jog Falls to Murdeshwar 70 kilometers. Murdeshwar to Gokarna is again 70 to 80 kilometers. Gokarna is an amazing thing. When I reach there, at one point I have to stop my bike. Like, you have to cross the lake. Actually, there is 2 ways is there. One is highway, one is street, seashore side, or beside seashore, that route will be there.
Okay.
70 kilometers from
Jog.
Murdeshwar.
Murdeshwar, okay.
70 kilometers from there. So it showed me 2 routes. One is NH route and one is near the seashore. So I felt to go by beside seashores. I thought to see the seashore. Obviously I planned to go like that. So when I took that route at nearby Gokarna, around 2 kilometers before Gokarna, I was about to end right, because I don't have a route from there because it's full of it's a merge of sea and the lake. That place, merge of sea and so I thought I have to take back the NH routes because there is no way to go across that. I thought that. So when I was about to take a U-turn, a guy who instructed me, you can take your bike in boat. So I saw the boat and then I took my bike in boat. when the driver, like boat driver, along with me, some people are there. But I felt like when the ride get starts, I felt like due to the oscillation of the sea waves, I felt my bike is about to get fall. So I just folded my bike. Obviously, I know it's not gonna. The driver has said like it's a normal thing. It will not fall down. Don't feel scared about it. But automatically my mind felt like you have to catch hold of your bike. Then when I reached there, I booked our room using Trivago. It's not an advertisement for Trivago. So I just booked it, and it was amazing room actually. It was in the hilltop. When I opened the balcony, I can see the entire view of seashore.
Wow.
Gokarna is not like a seashore alone. It was like seashore besides the hill station. You can see when I reached there, it was I was like seashore was there near besides the hill station and full of fog. All three things are there.
Wow.
All beautiful things. When I opened the balcony, everything is in front of my eyes. I was like, what a beautiful scenario it is. If you ask me in Gokarna, everyone will say like obviously all the places are beaches only. But I like most important thing is Paradise Beach, Secret Beach. I read it in online in several blogs. Everyone said about it's a secret beach. You have to go on some trek, 10 to 20 minutes of trekking. They said like that. So I thought, what's there in it in Secret Beach? I have to see that. First thing I went for Paradise Beach only. When I went there, it was like as everyone said, instructed and suggested. There is no direct access to the beach. When I went there, I asked the people, is it safe to go into that hill? They said, nothing worry at all, you can go. But what people used to do is, they'll go with a gang, they'll enjoy that. But I went alone. I started there.
Were you scared?
I'll tell this scenario.
Okay.
First, I didn't have any feel at all because it was like a broad way, like a God road. First, starting, I felt like it was fine. When I was about to enter into the hill, the road became narrow. It was one person only can go.
Okay.
Then I was about to trek for 10 minutes, and then it was into the deep hill. There are so many lanes are cutting from each and everything. I don't know which way I have to go.
Okay.
At one point I felt scared. What if it starts to rain? Because I don't have any things to cover my camera or my laptop, and if I get trapped with any place without getting out of the hill, I don't know how I survive. I felt like, oh my god, it seems to be like a man versus wild, like Bear Grylls kind of thing.
Okay.
Then I thought, okay, let's do with. It's funny thing, but I just followed with sound of sea waves.
Okay.
I just followed it and reached that. Finally, I reached it. It was awesome experience, and scary thing. But because I went alone, but that's why. If you go with your friends, you'll enjoy the ride, enjoy the trek. Obviously, I too enjoyed it, but it was a little scary and it was a good, amazing experience. When I went there, I saw so many gangs over there. Like 2 gangs were there, and again it started to rain, so they just winded up. So I thought like, why should I need to wind up? Just now I came, I just took 2 to 3 photos of that, and I just posted it in Instagram also, that same picture. And then I started from there. But Paradise Beach is awesome beach in Gokarna. Everyone have to go there. Then I had my dinner in main beach, near the main beach. There is only one restaurant, I guess only one restaurant is there. Prema restaurant, veg only there. I had that. So and I had a good sleep, and next day morning I started around 6:30. Again, I felt horrible while returning.
Okay. Why? What happened?
Even in hill station, roads are awesome, but while returning it was full of state highways. Roads are not too good. It was like horrible. I couldn't able to ride my bike more than 40 km/h.
Oh, okay.
I was in that position. And when I about to reach Raichur, right, as I said, my headlight high beam it's not started to work. Something happened, like low beam only worked, and I felt like it's 200 kilometers only, and it's a highway. From there, it's highway. I thought it's highway. It's as per the map, it said like national highway. So I was like, it's highway only. You can go there. It's 200 kilometers, just like that you can reach. So, but when I started to ride my bike for about 1 kilometer, at one point there was a lorry was standing there, but he didn't use any indicators also to. My high beam is not working. Just 5 feet, I guess, between my bike and the lorry. I felt like it's not good to continue this ride. Then I took a halt in Raichur itself, and I extended my leave one day. And next day morning, Thursday morning, I started again. Then I reached here by 3 o'clock.
Okay, so you didn't reach here on Wednesday, you reached on Thursday.
Thursday morning, because of that issue, like my headlight have a problem, and also 1 hour I spent my entire time with mechanic for this chain issue. He said like he said like it's nothing issue, it's because of chain only. You just use this lubricant, you can then it will obviously the sound will not come in. He used it, he applied it, and he asked me to test my ride. I did that, but still I felt little sound. I again complained him. He said like, you can't tight more than this. It's not good. It will get reduced. If you ride it, you don't have any issues. He actually pushed me off. Go for it. Go for it. Because obviously I care for my bike. If something happens, not even a small scratch, I couldn't able to take care of it. That's
what were the best moments of your entire trip? One or two best moments?
Best moment. I will obviously say that Paradise Secret Beach.
Okay.
A trekking, a solo trek, like it was mixed feel. Started with what is there in it. I started a trek like what's there in it. It's a secret beach. Then I felt that scary part, and then when I about to see the view from the top of the hill, seashore, I couldn't express it. It was amazing feel. Like Jog Falls also, I felt like we can't express the feel. Just us.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And the most important thing is while returning, I fed up with the state highways. So there was 96 kilometers in national highway.
Okay.
I thought to use the 96 kilometers. I have to go to the highest speed. I felt to ride like that. So I was coming by, I was in peak of 120 km per hour. So I didn't notice the speed breaker, it suddenly came. When I was about to reach, then I felt that there is a speed breaker is there. But I know if I use my brakes, then obviously I'll skid it, my bike will skid off that, because the road was like that. So I felt like I just holded my handle tightly. I was like, I went to around 60 degree, I guess. I just went up and my helmet was like came up and then it back to my head. But like for one moment I was like, oh, my adrenaline, I felt that adrenaline rush. It was thrill escape and adrenaline rush. From that moment I just reduced the bike speed like 100. Like, oh.
There were no signs for that speed?
No, yeah. I didn't see
You
that.
didn't see the signs.
Maybe I didn't notice it. Because I fed up with entire ride in state highway. I couldn't able to ride my bike on more than 60 kilometers per speed. Maximum speed is 60. That's what I thought to use this 96 kilometers for at least my highest speed. So 120, I went there, but thank God nothing happened. But I felt it was good actually. I felt that adrenaline rush. That is the best thing happened in that trip. It's a risky thing. No one will do that, but I enjoyed it. Enjoyed that too.
Okay, actually that was my next question. Like, what was the worst experience in the entire trip? So, would that be the worst experience?
Worst experience, there's roads.
Roads, okay.
Yeah, that is too horrible. Like after Raichur, there was about nearly 80 kilometers, I guess. They are under working, I guess. Either one side of the road is they are working, or else it was like a guard road. You can't ride a bike itself, and that road makes my bike dirty like anything, full of dirt because of that road. I even felt like who is the MLA for that particular state. I felt like that. Even thought to take a photograph and post. Thought to post in Twitter also. What is that? What they are maintaining?
Okay, now next is like a little bit deep question. So in this entire 5 days of your trip, what did you learn? Like top one or two learnings that you have.
Learning.
Yeah.
From every ride, you will get different experience, different learning things. Even one of my posts also I said the same in Instagram. In
Okay,
this
sorry to interrupt. Can you tell us like what is your Insta handle?
Lizer 4347 LASER 4347. Okay. In this from this ride, like there are so many small stories. Every ride will have that. This ride is also have so many stories. Like as I said, that great guy in hill station. He don't have to help me. He don't need to consider about me. But he's so kind. We don't have a proper way to communicate between you. I don't know his language actually, but he helped me in he understand the situation and he gave all those stuffs to help me. That is a good thing. And whenever I go for a ride, if kids cross us, they'll always excite that jaw opening moment. That is also the small stories. And obviously that bike issue and the way I dealing with the mechanic. And I just called my friends and they were talking to them to communicate in their language.
Okay.
And they explained it what is the problem and that thing. That is the best thing. And the Paradise Beach, obviously Paradise Beach. When I start to go on a single trekking out to the 20 to 30 minutes alone, I felt like I just compared my our field, like how we are working every day. I go to office, sit on that in front of system, will think about issues, fix it. But at the same time, when I was there in Jog Falls as well as Coconut Beach, it was completely like mind was refreshing. And when I came back from a ride, when I went to that went back to my office, I got an issue actually. If it is a normal issue, I don't know why I fixed it in a 10 minutes. I don't know. Maybe because of my refreshment. And then I felt like you have to go for every month or every 6 months once. You have to go for a ride. It's good for our mental things. Or,
Okay.
Mentally, you will feel relaxed.
So well, coming to the last question of this session, like
I guess you're out of it.
oh, it's okay. You are talking. It's alright. So the last question for this is
You can
like,
come this side.
it's okay. So the last question is like, when is your next
Next trip.
ride and which location you have planned to or you are planning to?
Yeah, you have to say that. We can go for any ride. Obviously, I'm ready for anything. But actually, when I about to finish that ride, I just updated everything like when I started in Jogpal, Hampi. Every day I just posted in some pictures in Instagram. So my good friend, one of my good friend, like he's when I was in Chennai, we used to ride. Like every night we used to go for 50 kilometers, 60 kilometers night time. He have two bikes that time. One is a Enfield, one is Pulsar. I used to ride his Pulsar and he used to use the Enfield.
Okay.
We'll roam like anything. So he saw one of my posts and he just literally scolded me like, where the hell you are? You should have informed me before you started. And then he called me. He's actually he's in Australia. He just called me and he said like we have to go to Puri, Odisha.
Okay.
So November I have planned to go to Puri. September I have another plan to go for Goa with my friends. But that one Goa is like my friends will never go for rides, bike rides. They said like we can go by bus, but he said like we can go by bike from Hyderabad to Puri. He planned to come from Australia to here, and I hope we'll go to Puri. We can go Warangal, Vikarabad, no, Vizag, Visakhapatnam. Anywhere I'm ready, you have to say.
Okay, we'll plan. I'm too scared to go to any such a long rides. And my bike is also very old. It's 7 years old. I'm not sure if she can handle so much of stress on it. So anyway, it was amazing to know about your trip. I'm sure.
I am happy to share my experience. More than I spent 5 days on ride. I was away from everything except Instagram. Actually, that is to advertisement, I guess. Like to poke my friends. Actually, they dropped the plan, so I felt like why can't I poke them? I just updated everything. Every day I just updated where I am. I just posted it, everything. Highways ride. Everything was just awesome.
I'm sure you guys also must have enjoyed the trip. I'll get some of the best pictures from him and try to upload and show you in this video.
And if
possible.
you guys, any of you guys plan for any ride, let me know. I can join with you guys.
That's amazing. Bye guys.
Bye from Steve.
Hi guys, I'm back home and it's the next day. If you have watched this video so far, thank you so much and I really appreciate your patience. I'm very sorry, this interview was the first time I have ever interviewed somebody and the interview was pretty raw and pretty detailed. I mean, I just asked him what all questions I had in my mind, and when I see the content, it's around 40 minutes or even more actually. And I have split this into 2 videos, that is 20 minutes each or almost that kind of a timeline. And I know even I wouldn't watch this long a video, but then if you actually sit through it and watch, you can see the excitement in Sri's face about the whole trip and how he enjoyed the trip. And if you have any doubts like should you go on a bike ride or should you go on a road trip or something, uh, test it with a short ride like a 30 minutes 40 minutes ride, any place, any area nearby your home which you think is goable or doable. Just go there and check if you enjoy it, and usually you will enjoy it. Is what I can tell from my experience. But anyway, if you have liked this video, please hit the like button, and if you think you have any friends or relatives who might like it, please share it. And if anybody you think is doubtful about going somewhere, just send this video or share this video with him or her, and they can get an idea about how the road trip or how an extended road trip for 3 to 5 days would be like. So I have loads of ideas coming up for this channel videos, and stay tuned for more such videos. Until next time, take care and peace.